Okay, so hi Al. First off, how you doing? Uh, I'm tending to notice, and I'm sure that a lot of you have noticed this as well, that as you find things that you need to get accomplished throughout the day, you can't always find what you're looking for. You search on YouTube, you search on the internet to try and find a tutorial to figure out how you're doing things, or how things are supposed to be done anyway. Something that's going to guide you through what you need to set up what you're doing. If you're like me at all, and you've gone through these, and you find lacking information, I guess it would be, very short, doesn't tell you what you need to know, or it blows through the actual information that you need, part of this, I guess, setup for three old guys that we're doing is I'm going to start putting out tutorials that actually show you what you're supposed to be doing. Because a lot of times it'll just blow past. I did the AC blower on my car yesterday, and it showed me what the blower looked like and what to listen for. Didn't tell me how to take it out, didn't tell me how to put it back. And after looking for quite a long time, I wasn't able to find the information that I needed. Now, I'm probably not going to do a video on that because that was pain in the ass, and I don't plan on pulling it back out. But the other one that I was looking at recently, since we're starting this podcast, is how to set up the podcast equipment. And I know you can find plenty of videos out there that show you where to plug in this cord, where to plug in that cord. They don't tell you how to get this stuff put together so it actually works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a tutorial on how to get it actually to all work together. Okay, well, we're going to start by showing you what all I've got. Now, if you're just doing a simple setup, it's probably going to go quite a bit simpler, but my whole deal was I needed 3 cameras, 3 microphones, so that I can record from 3 different perspectives at the same time. So, obviously you're going to need a laptop to begin with. Mine's nothing special, it's just a Dell laptop. I'm running Windows 10, you can run Windows 11. This stuff seems to work the same either direction. This just happens to be what I have. Continuing along. So, I have 2 separate cameras, and of course the one on the laptop itself. So those are in there. I have the mini Razer mic, and then I've got the podcast bundle that you can buy on Amazon or TikTok. There's several different places you can get. You are also going to need at least some sort of UPS hub. Now, this is the one that I've got. This isn't the one that you have to use. Any USB hub will work. This just happens to be the one that I have. Again, I like it because it's got a really long cord. Okay, so obviously you're going to want to plug in your USB hub first. Me personally, I have to because I got a wireless mouse, and that's what it's connected to, is the USB hub. I'm also sure that, as many of you have probably seen videos that show you where to plug it all in, but I'm going to go through it anyway kind of quick. So for starters, my Razer microphone I plug into port 1. Okay, now the basis is to get your equipment set up on whatever you're putting in. I ran the mounts to the table for the boom mics, and of course the microphone is just sitting in front of me. Okay, so the boom mic's not exactly difficult to hook up. Simple cord connection, 3-prong. Only fits in the microphone one way. 3-prong on the microphone, 3-prong on the cord. And they literally just plug together. You line up the slots, there's a slot in there, it'll only go in one way. This button right here is for releasing the cord once you're done. And then you probably don't need to hear this, but I usually orient the microphone so it's facing the right direction. On mine, they need to be standing straight. Just like that. Nothing special, straight up. Don't point it at your mouth. Don't talk directly into it. It's just an aerial microphone. Okay, that being done, one of the cool pieces of information that I actually did find online to try and figure out why the cameras weren't working together, because of course, 3 cameras trying to record on one video stream, not an easy task. You need special stuff for that, and it's got to be set up a specific way. The one thing that I did find, you cannot plug both cameras directly into the USB. It'll confuse your computer. So to combat this, I have one camera over there plugged into the USB. The other camera, this one here, the one that's going to be on Tim, will go directly into that slot on the side of the laptop. Now, don't think that it has to be exactly in that slot on the laptop or your computer or whatever, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people, I'm on a computer, I don't have a side slot. Any slot is fine as long as it's not on the same channel. So my USB hub is on one channel, My other camera is on a different USB hub or different USB channel. It's on a different port. Don't plug them into the same port. It'll confuse the computer. That's what I'm saying. So one goes out one port, one goes out the other port. I'm only using a USB hub because I've only got 3 USB ports on this laptop. And I've got a lot of stuff I've got to hook up. I can't be running both cameras and my mouse and the microphones. It would just be too much. So one camera to one port, one camera to the USB hub so I can add extra stuff to it. That seems to work just fine. So I'm using the VK8 or V8K mixing board that you can get with a lot of the podcasting equipment that you manage to pick up. Again, TikTok, Amazon, several different places offer it. This just happens to be the one that came with my... Now on the back of it, you will see different connections. You've got your charge port and your connection to your computer. Your live, if you want to plug in, say, your phone or something live, your accompaniment, same deal. You plug it in and you can connect it to outside sources for music, iPods, your headphones off of your stereo if you want to listen to live music off the stereo. And then, of course, you have your earphones and your headset. Those are your monitors that allow you to kind of listen to what you're doing that's going through. And, of course, mic 1 and mic 2. I said I had 3 mics. Yes. One of them is my Razer Mini. It plugs into a USB. It doesn't need to go through that. But in the same turn, I didn't want to run 3 of those, so I got the one soundboard that allows me to hook up both of the boom mics to that mic and that mic. That way both of those come through one channel. Now, me personally, I hook up the USB cord first because this does have a battery backup, so it'll charge it while I'm busy setting up the rest of this nonsense. I also don't run it to the USB hub. I run it to the 3rd port on my computer. I don't know if that actually affects anything, but it seems to work good to have it on a separate channel, so in my opinion, it has less interference with the cameras that I've got plugged in as well. Now, from there, I plug in the 2 microphones, microphone 1 and microphone 2, which go to that microphone and that microphone. Now, the only thing left that I would plug in is my monitor headphones that I use to listen to the various different sound effects that are on the board. It does have various ones, plus it's got the monitor for, this is what comes out of your headphones, this is what goes into your computer, this is your max volume. You have reverb/echo, then your musical accompaniment if you've got an iPhone or something set up to it, streaming music in, and then of course your effects volume. That is all of these buttons. Now that sets up your basic equipment for connecting it to your computer itself. So the actual setup of the equipment isn't too horribly bad as long as you get it set up the right way. Don't connect both cameras to one USB hub. Don't connect your cameras and microphone to the same USB hub. And then it gives you the ability to split your channel. Now we get on to the fun part. So looking online was a nightmare. How do I get all of these to work together? Now I've got them all hooked up. My computer recognizes all of them, but I can't record all of them at the same time. There is a place called OBS software. It's amazing and it's free. OBS Studio, like I said, you can download it, you can go online, pull up OBS Studio off Google, it'll take you to the website, download the OBS. Alright, OBS Studio software. Actually pretty impressive software, to be honest. Now what you will notice is there's no video. There's no video. There's no audio. I'm talking, but the gauges aren't moving because I have no inputs selected. So this is as simple as it gets. So you want to add something, which will bring you up this little pop-up window. Now we're going to start with audio or with video. So we've got the video capture devices. That's my cameras. It's going to bring up this video, which currently I don't have any listed on there. So we're going to create a new one. And select OK, and it will bring up another list, which will show me all of the different devices that I have. Now you see it has an integrated webcam, which is the one on my laptop itself. Which will bring you up a nice little window. You can adjust this window so that it fits in with the grouping that you're going to do. Now that's great. That's one person. What do we do with the rest? We're going to add another source. Create a new, and it'll bring up the list. That's showing my integrated. So I'm going to select one of the other cameras. And that pulls up John's camera. And you can actually adjust them to fit on the screen together. So when we left, we had me and John on the video, which is here and here. And then you got, well, I was starting the video over again. I went ahead and added Tim here to the bottom, which now puts him on the list. Video capture device 1, 2, and 3. But I still don't have any audio. Now, it's still picking up because it's immediately recognized my audio for my mini Razor. And then you'll see that the second one, it recognized because I have the mixing board. Now, it's currently not working because I have the mixing board off. So let's turn that on.
Yeah.
And look at that. Now suddenly it recognizes that there's audio coming in on that stream. Now the first time I set this up, I had to actually go in and select the audio input for my Razor and for the V8K. I don't know why it went ahead and kept it. I'm hoping it works on all of them. If not, I will still walk you through on how to add. So on your input devices, you'll see, again, we're going to add another device. But this time it gives you the ability for the audio input. Same setup. You're going to add a new device, and then it's going to give you the ability. You can go with the default, or you can select them. Now it shows my Razor, and it shows my V8K. Both of those are currently in the system. It already recognized them. I don't know why it shows up my U camera as having a microphone. It doesn't, regardless of what it says. So, once you've got your audio connected, once you've got your video connected, and they're all working, and they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing, so that it actually records, you have these options. Now these are amazing. It gives you the ability for streaming, for recording. I don't know what virtual camera does. I haven't tried it. It does give you studio mode, which allows you to add stuff before you physically put it out there. So say you're streaming and you want to bring up a web page. You can pause your streaming and add stuff to the studio mode, and it will then load up into your streaming. At least I'm hoping that's how it works. I haven't played with that one much either. But I do know that when you select streaming, it will bring up a box that allows you to put in your web address. If you want to post to, say you want to do a live on TikTok, or you want to do a live on Facebook, or you want to do a live on Instagram, you can put in the address, and this software will automatically stream it over there for the live. Again, haven't tried it, can't verify. A lot of this is guesstimates at best. This setup is true. How it works on the internet, guesstimate at best, until I actually do it. And I will try it at some point and make sure that it actually works. And I'll probably post it on my YouTube channel. But that's the setup. So, audio mixer in, it shows, see that it's actually recognizing that I'm talking. Camera 1, USB hub, which runs back to USB hub. That's where my camera 2 is. That's my audio soundboard that runs around and goes to this. And my microphone is plugged into my USB hub. That gives me access to all three cameras and all three microphones at the same time. Now I really hope this helps you out in getting things set up. I kind of did the best that I could with what I've got. I really haven't had the opportunity to play with it a whole lot. But I will be here in the future. This seems to be working good. I've run several test videos to ensure that it actually does record all three cameras, all three audios, and and then once I've got it recorded and saved to my computer, then I can edit it. I have different editing software for that, which maybe I'll walk you through on a different video. But like I said, I know that a lot of times you pull up a tutorial and they glance over all of the stuff that you actually need to make it work. I wanted to do this piece by piece so that you can actually see how it all gets set up. I hope it works out good for you. I hope everything works great. If you have any questions about it, drop me a comment. I will answer as best as possible, or I will find out the answer from somebody, even if it's a matter of just messing around until I figure it out. Thanks for watching the video. Have a good day, y'all.